Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Norma Valerie and this channel is for creatives and content creators who want to make a career from their passions. So you want to get back into writing fiction but you feel like it's too daunting. How do you finish your story? How do you even know that your story is good? Today I'm going to share 5 tips that works for me when I took a break from writing and got back. I've been writing all my life. In primary school, secondary school, I used to write in notebooks and I felt like that was like a very big part of my identity, being a writer. But in 2017, I can't remember the exact month, I fell off. Like I did not write like that again. The thing is that I misplaced my notebook. One of my notebooks that had a story. Like I was already done with it. At that point in time, I'd already misplaced like so many. So you know, you're in secondary school, boarding school, like people want to read your stories. So it just kept on misplacing. So I just felt like, okay, I need to find a proper way of doing this. So in 2017, I had this plan that, okay, during long break, I will go and write on my laptop. I already had an agreement with the teacher that, okay, long break, after food, I'll quickly write like a few pages. I don't even know what I was thinking, maybe like a few words and finish. I think I did it for like 2 days and I stopped. So I did not write on my laptop, I did not write on a notebook. I just had these story ideas in my head, but I did not write again. School, WAEC, NECO, JAM, everything, 2017, 2018, I was not even focusing on writing again. School was the major thing that was in my mind. If somebody asked me, oh, are you still a writer? I'll be like, I'll try to find an excuse that, okay, like I'm doing other things that, like if you get, like I don't want to, like I still had my story ideas, I still had what I was going, I wanted to write things, but I just did not write them. So that 2017 to 2019, I didn't really write. Even though like 2018 when I was waiting for admission, I started a Wattpad novel and did not finish it. But majorly that 3-year gap, I did not really have things that I was working on. But beginning of 2019, I said, okay, let me get back into writing. This is something that I said that I really liked to do. So I started again and now it's 2022 and I've written several short stories and 2 complete novels and I'm outlining my 3rd novel. And whenever someone says that, okay, that they used to write before but they don't know how to start again, like I can understand it because I've been there 3 years, I did not write anything. So 5 tips that helped me to actually come back into the writing mode again. The first thing is to treat it like it's new. Like you've taken a huge break and it's easy to think that, okay, that I used to write before, that I know how stories are, I can just easily write it. And you know that the work that you have written before self can even be better than the one that you start when you start writing. When I go back into writing, it was just difficult to put out my words. I was like, is this thing really for me? Like maybe it was just like a childhood hobby or something. Like it was so hard. I only had the ideas that I have been working on like before then, the ideas that I had when I used to write. I don't have any new ideas. So getting ideas was even hard. I was like, these are all my best ideas came when I was 13. Like, so just treat it like it's new. You're not supposed to expect it to be good when you first start. Like, wait, those your first 100 words, like, they're not going to be as good as maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago. You just need to give it time. So you don't expect that your work is going to be perfect. And when you are reading somebody else's work, don't be comparing yourself like, oh my God, we're at the same age or we started at the same time. Like, you took a break and it's not a bad thing to take a break sometimes, but just don't compare yourself because basically your brain still feels like it's new. So the second thing that helped me was to set easy and small goals. So before in secondary school, I used to write in all these short notebooks, these 40 leaves, 60 leaves, sometimes 80 leaves, and I can't even imagine how many words they used to be, but I used to think that they were novels. I used to write book 1, book 2, book 3. So I thought like they were novels. So when I started writing again in 2019, like I knew that I did not have that time, that strength to actually write as much as I used to write then. So I started with short stories, 500 words, 300 words. Then it got to a point I was writing 2,000 words and I was writing short stories. And I felt that I was enjoying writing short stories like better because they were short. Like you just dedicate one afternoon and say, okay, I have this story idea and I'll just write it. One afternoon and you're done. Like there's no pressure to say, okay, be consistent, that okay, tomorrow I need to come back to continue the story. Like, they just take 2 hours, you have finished the story and you drop it. The next time you're in the writing mode, maybe 1 week from now, maybe 1 month from now, you pick it up and write another story. So short stories are easy. They take 30 minutes, 2 hours, and you're done. The third thing that helped me was accountability. If you want to be a writer, you actually need to write. So it's not all in the brain that, okay, oh, I'm a writer because I have story ideas. Everybody has story ideas. but not everybody is a writer. So if you want to be a writer, you need to write. And sometimes when you're first starting out after a break, there's nobody to tell you, what happened to that story that you're going to write. So for me, I made myself accountable by having deadlines, and not just self-imposed deadlines. I looked for competitions, magazine submissions, just people that were going to publish short stories, and obviously they'll have their deadlines, and I'll say, okay, the deadline is July 30th. Even if I wrote the story July 29th, at least I made that deadline. So you need to hold yourself accountable. So you can search for short story competitions. You can search for blogs that are going to post your short stories. You can just decide that, okay, I'm going to be posting every Monday on my Instagram, something like that. So you need to make yourself accountable so that you actually finish the stories and continue. So the first thing that helps me is that you need to write for fun. There's some people that when you get back into writing, you can struggle a lot because you're trying to form sentences in a way that you have not formed in a long time. So you just need to write for fun. If it's just one scene that you saw somewhere and you just want to write it, you should write it. Something that I like to do now is if I see like all these TikTok POVs when they are acting and everything, I just see something that one scene that I actually like, and I'm like, okay, I can imagine how it to be in the written form. Like if somebody was reading a novel, this particular TikTok video, how will it look like? So just specific, if it's like a music video that you saw that inspires you, just write it. You don't need to put pressure on yourself when you're first starting out, because it's been a while, and if you don't enjoy it, it's going to make you hate writing, and you will not even last long again. So try to make it fun. Anything that can make it fun, you make it fun. Also, to make it fun, you can join like a writing community. Maybe just get like 2 or more people that you just chat about writing once in a while. Because I feel like when I got into writing 2019 time, I did not really have people that I could tell and share what I was working on, that okay, this is what I'm writing, so I'm writing. But lately, like this 2020, so I have a lot of people that if I have any story idea, there are people that I'm going to go and meet. I just go to rub minds, I'm going to share, cry about writing or laugh about writing. Like just when you have friends that share the same interests as you, like you're going to be talking about that thing a lot, and they're going to be gingering you to okay, my friend is writing, me too, let me write. So to make it fun, find somebody that will write. If you don't have anybody that is like in your friend group, you can join online communities, or you can just force somebody that used to write. Maybe that your friend that used to write back in secondary school. Say, okay, me too, I'm trying to get back into writing. Like both of you try to start together. The fifth thing that helped me is when you are ready, you should improve on your writing craft. So when I was younger, I just used to write for the fun of it. Like I did not care about story structure and prose and characterization and setting. I just wanted to tell a story. And sometimes, like after you've been reading for a long time, you just know how a story works. So sometimes you don't need all these extra things that you need to improve upon. But if you want to go a step further, you can learn a lot about writing. Writing is a craft. So you think that okay, I can tell a good story, but there are so many things that you need to improve upon. You need to improve on your characters. You need to improve on your writing craft. You need to improve on everything. When you're ready, when you feel that okay, I've gotten used to this, that this is something that I want to continue doing, not just as a hobby, not just whenever I want to. You can just take classes, watch YouTube videos, read craft books on the craft of writing, and slowly like you'll be polishing your writing and you'll be getting better. Obviously, you'll never be perfect, because even people that have been writing for 50 years, they still learn, they're still learning, they still want to improve their craft. These are the 5 things that helped me get back into writing and love it again, because those times where I was not writing, like I just felt like okay, maybe my writing well has dried out and everything. So I've gotten back into it and I'm like okay, I'm gingered again, fired up, and I'm like yes, it's time to continue. So I hope these tips helped you out. If they did, please like the video and subscribe for more writing content. I already have so many writing videos on my channel. So till next time.